So if a lot of people took notice with the recent Fairy Tail chapters, especially during the cover pages of the FT Memories, we've actually been getting a message from Hiro Mashima for the past couple of weeks and that to decide about the ending of the series alongside with what exactly he could be revealing in this message. Now, the people who don't know about this, then they need to go to 525 and onward, as there are a bunch of messages that we've seen throughout this. During FT Memories, you see a SA in the cover, like saying like a little bit of letters there. Although, regardless, there is one chapter that hasn't actually got this, as it was a color spread that way. When we got FT Memories, we do have a I in this case, and all that, only one single letter. Like 527 doesn't count as it is a color page. Then we go to the FT Memories 3. This is where we see an M-A, and this is where I am slightly confused. It does look like there's an R there, like kind of afterwards, but I think that might just be part of the A that they actually have, like going onto it. And then finally, with FT9, we actually have, like, one of the people of Galuna Island, we get to see a D and an E on the cover. So that's the thing, saying like, what are all these messages and all that? Like, what is exactly like Hiro Mashima is going to come up, and exactly is this message going to mean, like, right as this message is finished, this is going to add the end to the series? Well, considering that we already know about what sort of material that he's going to be going into, let's talk about the exact arcs that we have in Fairy Tail and the ones that they're going to be covering. So if we're going by story arcs in the series, we're going with Ozzy with the introduction arc where they first met each other. Then we got Daybreak, which involves into the mansion we've already covered. We've had Lullaby already covered in the arc. Galuna Island is the recent one that has been involved in it, the 4th arc of the series. But then the question is just like, exactly, we've got a bunch of other arcs as well, and whether or not they're going to include some of them. We had Phantom Lord, we had the small Loki arc that happened during the series, Tower of Heaven, the Battle of Fairy Tail arc, Arashi 6, and then afterwards we had Edlas, Tenrojima. Then we had the time skip, as it's known as the X7091 arc. Then after that we had the Grand Magic Games, then Sun Village, Tartaros, Avatar, and lastly, the Alvarez arc. Now, I only say this as, like, we might have a few different things, like, there could be a few exceptions to it, where it's, like, maybe he might extend some stuff, since I know, like, you can't exactly cover, like, with Grand Magic Games, where we have quite a few things in there. We actually have, like, you know, the Grand Magic Games, and then also as well the future stuff, and plus it is saying Fairy Tail Memory, so it might be going by some of the highlights of the moments, but a lot of people are saying that the entire message is going to be complete by then, and also as well, this could even name saying this is where perhaps Fairy Tail could be ending, which would kind of make sense if this is wrapping up in this finale. It could be ending by going what we've got left of the series. If we do the math together, it could actually end in kind of mid-June to maybe even very early July time. So what like numbers and letters have we got so far? We have S-A-I, Go, M-A-D-E. If we're not including the I into this, so we have Saigo Mad. Like, so honestly, this isn't fully complete yet, but the thing that we can definitely get from immediately is what the Japanese word of Saigo means, which it also as well is exactly, it can means end of something. Also, it can mean end of life. Now, definitely this could be referring to the series itself ending as well. This could refer to maybe someone like a character that we don't know yet, because Hiro has done this before. He did do the countdown with his titles before, when we had the Irene stuff, when we used Universe 1. So the question is, like, so far, I feel like it could be saying like maybe this is going to be the ending of the series. I don't think they're going to be, unless they're going to throw like a real curveball right at the end, which I personally don't think that's going to be happening. Like, if they're going to have it, we've already got like setups on how Acnologia is going to be defeated. Same thing with, like, we kind of have the way as well how like Zereth as well is going to be sealed as well. So personally, I want to know what the hell you guys think about this, since like last time, like honestly, what we saw with the countdown, I was expecting something a little bit more exciting. I feel like if anything, Hiro Mashima kind of wants to send like a nice little message just right at the end and all that. And I feel like it's going to get us more clues on, let's say, when the series itself is going to be ending. So the fact of the matter, guys, is that we could have around about like 2 months to maybe even 3 months of Fairy Tail left. So we could have around about 10 to like 13 chapters left of the series, depending on that, whether or not Hiro Mashima wants to extend it or not. But then again, it could just be some red herrings that we're seeing right now. It could, like, honestly be nothing from what we're seeing from it, but I'm very curious to see what you guys think about it. And also as well, if he actually does end it on, like, summer, I'd find that slightly ironic if they, you know, end it in the same month as his character's name, Natsu. But then again, he never did that with Rave Master, so I'm very curious to see what he's actually got in plan for this and all that. And tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think about this whole secret message that Hiramashima is planning? Do you think it's anything, like, worthwhile, or do you think it's just kind of like, yeah, he's kind of playing with us a little bit? So we'll have to see about this. But that is all from me. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.